Hey there guys, this is Mitchy Hoyer, this is the Simpit. Welcome boys to more testing in the car that doesn't like to be driven well. The W12, the FSR Indy Car on rFactor 2. Gonna grab a coffee. You reminded me, Jewel. I hope you have a good coffee ready already, because I got mine ready indeed. And beyond that, I'm also ready to hit the road. On today's list of doings, or on to-do's list, is to fully understand the car, to get more practice in the current condition, and also to maybe acquire a little more data on the car itself. Anyway, we're coming out of pit road. And I have a little bit. There's another topic I want to work on today, which is getting the force feedback right. Because, as you've seen yesterday, the rattling on the car over the curbs have triggered the upshift button to be hit without me not even in the slightest way operating the upshift pedal of the wheel, and therefore I increased the FFB smoothing, beside also taking down the FFB car specific mult, so the multiplier, therefore a little less forces in the steering wheel. Well, I can see where this is going already. Hey there, Geoffrey, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining us. Also, Martin. Time to take notes. Well, enjoy yourself taking notes and then throw them away at the end of the evening. Well, of course, you could somewhat look at driving lines and stuff. Okay, one needs to also admit that there is no real road, no grip whatsoever. Anyway, we're taking on the journey, starting to do more laps, and maybe at some point feeling confident in the car. But yeah, we're going into turn 1, already drift sliding it like a madman. Hey there, Alan. How it's going? Well, I'm proud to be able to test your setup. In all honesty, you already know what I kind of think about it. So, I don't know, I heard that there is a new setup hashtag soon, so I'm looking forward to it, as long as it doesn't drive more worse than this one. You finish a new one, now you can only pray. Well, then I pray to Cameron and Roger to update the server ASAP and get the party going. As we, in the meanwhile, drop the first lap. In all honesty though, yesterday we did a 1 minute 12.1. I am nearly 100% sure that this lap time is not going to be achievable in those track conditions right now. Hey there, Mario plus wing. Well, some people would love to see a little bit more downforce and wing on the car. However, IndyCar has a lot less downforce than Formula 1 car, I believe, despite its massive size.
That was a 1:14.40.
Jewel Roots, did you try to convince Martin that it's pointless to take some notes on an average driver? Holy shit. No, you just turn in and you just did. Honestly, I think even a Ferrari 2020 is handling a bit better. Although looking at how Leclerc lost it twice, you may be right with that.
That was a 1:16.58.
I wonder whether the differential is also a tragedy. That though isn't really the fault of Alan. As I've seen, the coast differential is pretty stiff, which on off throttle should not make the car spin that way it does spin anyway. So I consider the problem to be located entirely somewhere in the suspension settings. Yeah, Alan, keep it smooth. I'm trying to do exactly that.
1:15.87.
Oh, smooth as fast has never applied so much than right now. Right, I told you we're gonna keep working on stuff, so that's what we do. Hey there, Robin. You wanna see me spin? Well, hashtag soon. Not sure if the default setup is better. I haven't tested that either, but it happened again. Oh, if I do not get this fixed, and again, every rattling that comes on the rig now starts to make this steering wheel trigger the out to upshift. That is a mega issue. Otherwise, dual rules, you can find the immersion project or project immersion, either way. So let's see how many consecutive laps we can do
1:13.65.
without effing it up completely. Smooth is definitely fast. We've learned that yesterday already. But then my mind keeps trolling me with the fact that we do sit in a kinda open wheel car. And it also kinda trolls me with the way it drives. Or the F1 car was driven around here, which we had this year.
That was a 1:13.52.
Mario, yesterday we did a 12.1, so we're still miles away from that. And then yet the server condition is miles away from yesterday's grip level as well. Yet though we try hard. There's definitely not too much grip on the surface right now. Hey. Nice. Just rips the front wing apart. Ellen is doing some die-hard sweaty laps as well. Let us see on his driving. Maybe something we can learn from the guy that built the set. Yeah, I see some differences in both gearing, driving lines. Drift slides. Usually I'd say is all of that is first gear corner. But then what do I know? Okay, let me see. Controls, I need more smoothing. Maybe 5 is getting me a little less rattling. The problem with the rattles is not the fact that it gets me off by all means. I think I'm even disadvantaging myself right now a little bit. But yesterday we had the steering wheel starting to get hiccups. Too hard over that curb. Yeah, Joffrey, that is the actual point. I think all of us can somehow do a lap with the set we have right now here. But then, how can we drive that consecutively? And I think this is where the issues then come up. Okay, I'm still on that mission to do laps though. Believe it or not. Hey there Thomas, how are you? Welcome to the stream today. How often do I want to outbrake myself for this fucking turn? Okay, another improvement, 13.3. Let's see if we can do at least consecutively 13.3 or something. Nice! Input the new fixed server setup. Get in there. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Cameron. And guys that are part of the Formula SimRacing IndyCar series, start your engines, get your rFactor 2 up and running, and join us with some testing of the new setup. Nice, we got this turn right. Can we even finish a lap before Cameron pulls the plug on us? Get in there. 360, 112.9, nothing too special overall and after all. But anyway, we are now back in the factory, back to the point where we wait onto getting the server up and running again. This in the meanwhile though gets us the opportunity to play some music, which we do appreciate, or I hope which you guys do appreciate. So let me get to the folder with the music, and then we can have a 5 minutes question and answers thing until we get going again. Yeah, it was a good lap in the end, that's for sure. And I agree with that, Alan. One of the issues definitely is the low rear road grip we just had on the server. But nonetheless, even on a green track, the car should be at least somewhat stable, somewhat safe to drive. Okay, in the meanwhile, I can do a little bit of explanation what's actually going on in inside my steering wheel, which is, bear with me, I need to find the right yeah, so roughly this is the part that has gone wonky. I open it up for once, and yeah, this is exactly the thing that has gone wonky. A mini plate button, and yeah, I need to get this replaced somehow. That said though, I am A, an electrical moron, B, an absolute retard when it comes to assembling and stuff, and C, even more of a bigger idiot when it comes to electronical devices. I am unsure if I just need to unweld that button thing, get it off, and just weld a new one on, and whether that works the same with those with those electrodes here just being the contact inside the platen. I've no idea right now about that, if that is fixing the issue entirely, or if that entirely breaks the wheel, which is a major concern to me. I mean, yeah, I have had issues with that thing all over the beginning, but yeah, I guess I need to somehow find a workaround for that, as Cameron is currently trying to find a workaround for the server, getting the new setup on. Seems like it's been back in business already, so we join back, and I invite every one of those guys that are allowed to drive in the Formula SimRacing Indy Car Series to join us for testing of the new setup. Gonna look forward to that. A pressure switch, that's easy with a solder sucker. Okay, what was a solder sucker? Get a boyfriend that knows how to solder. Is solder, let me see. A little vocabulary lesson for me here. Yeah, I can do soldering myself. I know how to do that. So I just need to unsolder that pressure switch and put the new one in place. Is that everything I basically need to do, as the contacts fit in some holes or being actually connected with a soldering, I guess. At least that's what I hope. I hope it is easy. I hope I just can fix it, because I'm getting more and more issues with that baby here. Anyway, but we're not speaking about issues any further. We're now coming back to the Formula SimRacing Indy Car Series server and starting to set our brand new laps. Whatever lap times we will do right now is going to be the new benchmark for ourselves, for other guys, for performance running. While warming all 4 legs of the new switch. Yeah, I need to order them switches first. Not gonna do that hashtag soon. Right, so we're back in business, back on the server. I'm gonna have a look right there at the set right immediately, and I am looking into all the values. Nice, a softer rear end anti-roll bar, I love it. And apparently a lot more aerodynamical balance featured towards the back. Anyway, we take out the car and see how it handles. Ferris Stanley entered the server, so it's going to get crowded. As I said, guys, for those of you running in that series, join us for practice all together. Ultimately, things will be fairly nice, I hope. With a solder suction pen, you desolder one by one, yeah, and then fit the others one by one as well, I guess. Nice, okay, at least, you know what, the car didn't turn, but neither did it spin immediately. Nice. Yeah, the car needs to be set very much in the right direction, very much in the right speed, in the right mood. But it is a lot more forgiving, I have to say, as we take the alternative route. It's a lot more stable in the back, that's for sure. So, what can we do with the car now? I even assume it is gonna be a little slower than before. As if you've mastered the other car or the other setup, that was surely going faster, as it had a lot more rotation on a default basis. Hey there, Fatbet, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining us. Mario actually cannot soften the rear as anti-roll bars in the back. Well, they were fixed. I need to see whether they are still fixed. Oh dear. Fronts are free and rears are fixed, which is fine.
1:16.3.
That's what it's supposed to be. Again, the more smooth you drive it, the more fast it will be. That logic still applies. Actually, I'm even going to soften the front now. So people doing 13.4, I do 15.3.
15.35.
But I think we're definitely on a way to have a lot more regular running, a lot more consistency in both driving and the lap times, which is a clear indication for the fact that the car is now predictable and drivable on a better level or on another level, I'd say. Had to short shift a lot and then still got off the track.
That lap was a
We miss out
15
lap time by 8 thousandths of a second. Also, who of you guys would be up for an iRacing race tonight, approximately in roughly 4.5 hours from now? And if so, LMP2 or a GTE or a GT3, what would you wish to see? Come on. Oh, the power curve of that Dallara.
That was a 1:15.33.
Yeah, Mario, short shifting takes away so much power. You will see next time I get by into the final turn and get a good exit. A solid run through there. And no wiggling, you will see what this does on the lap time. Yeah, Ellen, I saw that. Ultimately, first gives more power though. Yes, I know more power means more sliding and stuff. Well, you see what a second compared to third can mean. Did you also change the gearing? I think you did you? Thomas, what can you change on the car? Brake pressure, brake balance, and the front anti-roll bars. As well as tires, obviously, and fuel, but that is no real setup option. Can still do that rally style. What have you done to second and third gear?
That was a
Just feels entirely different right now. Did you shorten them due to the increase of rear wing? Second and third are the same. Is first a little longer then? I think first is longer, is it? There you go. So guys, if we're gonna do iRacing later on, what shall I do? What shall I race? You guys can give suggestions. We have GT3 at Catalunya, we have LMP2 or GTE at Monza, or the GT3 at Monza, and what was the last one? LMP2 or GTE at Interlagos, I believe that was, in the ILMS series. No! Don't spin on me! Okay, Alan, let me see what happens if I just use second. I'm not sure if I feel enough rotation in second.
That was a 1:15.7.
Robin, the car is better. Hats off to Alan Techik for improving the setup. For drivability. Clearly an improvement. Car is still challenging to drive from my perspective. Not sure if someone else thinks it's too easy now, but I honestly think that this is still challenging enough. We got understeer in the car, we got oversteer in the car in some spots. But of course you now can somewhat estimate what's going to happen.
That was a 1:15.92.
Yeah, I think on corner entry the front is fine. It's just that it kind of loses out on performance. Once you get towards yeah, mid corner then. Guano Apes fan, noise rear grip. Yeah, well, honestly, that is an Indy car though. Indy cars have genuinely low grip on the rear end. So that's quite correct, I assume. So I have softened the front end anti-roll bar a lot now, and I see that is a bit too much. Because otherwise I'm going to send the rear end quite into a spin again, but with the front end being a bit softer, there's a little bit more grip and physical balance on the front, which should help us improve the lap time now. So let's see what we can do. You see there is a little bit more front rotation, and already we're gaining a little bit on our lap time despite our tires still cold. Think slower, Mitchie, then you can speak, please. So we're starting to get into the right direction in terms of balance. You see the car is still sliding in the back, but a lot more predictable compared to what we had before. Just in the right sense, as you can see. So we get a new patch of real roads. Just want to finish a lap. Yeah, finally been able to make the last turn a lot better, and you see it, instead of short shifting, we gain so much time, putting in a 14.3, still over a second off the pace though, but we just made it. Anyway, if you guys are interested in that series, make sure you tune in Sunday night at, when was my stream going to be live? I think it is 1815. So 6:15 Central European Summertime. We will be live with the round 1 of the Formula SimRacing Indy Car Series, live on rFactor 2. Very nice indeed. The Race is one of the title sponsors of this season, so definitely a nice pull by Cameron Roger and the FSR administration. Good job on that cooperation, and also a big massive thank you to the Race supporting that series on a daily business level. So that is very much appreciated, and I'm pretty sure this will give us very nice racing indeed, and you guys got a lot of stuff to watch. So 6 races to come, 4 road course races, 2 oval races. We will have 2 additional oval pre-season test races during the season though. Anyway, but the season kicks off this upcoming Sunday, and I invite you guys to be part of that on our stream here and watch the exclusive Michi Hoyer on board of the Burst Esports cars. By then we're gonna have the liveries updated on the car as well, so lots of racing to come up at this point. And now I'm going for a new stint with that balance. So if you guys do appreciate the sim racing stuff we do on this channel, I would really appreciate if you guys follow up on Twitch and subscribe to the YouTube channel to make this community grow. Also check out the Discord server we do have in the background for heads up and chatting and discussion and memes and everything. That's loads of stuff going on there as well. Well, need to be quite honest, at the minute there is not too much loads of stuff going on, but it's gonna get better, that's a promise. Yeah, that new railroad seems like being ages different, at least to me. So we keep running, we keep testing, we keep fiddling, and what may be boring for you guys to watch right now, I'm not sure, yet though I see a lot of people still around, is the day-to-day business you do as a sim racer though. So whenever you're not live, or whenever I'm not live, I am working myself, besides having other hobbies, of course, having a little bit time with a girlfriend indeed, to keep their head happy as well. But you know, the stuff we're doing right now, we usually do on our own, somewhere behind hidden doors. Because we there also work on setup stuff. In this case it's same for everyone with a fixed setup. So we just do the running, but also in that running there's small differences you can do as a driver, as in checking different driving lines, checking different approaches to corners and stuff like that. You test the slipstream, you test the overtaking possibility. First lap is 1:13.2. Others do 11.9s. So this may look boring for you guys, as we're still going around and basically just do laps and stuff. But in the background, I do record a lot of data for myself, a lot of data that I can in the end learn from, compare laps, compare driving lines over each other, and what I need to do afterwards is then sit down on the desk, get the calc out, and put my race strategy together. And there will be lots of strategic elements in this race, as we do have 2 races per event. So a sprint race that is, I think, 12 laps long. Is it 12? Someone that is currently watching may correct me, who knows the rules a bit better than me. I think it is 12, and feature race is 40 laps then. So that means 2 races. We have 2 tire compounds, the alternate and the prime.
14.1.
And if I remember correctly, for the sprint race you don't need to box, but for the feature race you need to run at least 1 lap with the prime and at least 1 lap with the option, with the alternate. Prior to that, you need to use the prime twice over the event. That means, if I understand it correctly, I can either do the feature, the sprint race on the alternate, have a mega advantage there maybe, and then I have to do 2 stops at the very least for the feature race, running 1 alternate and the prime twice. So you see, it is a little bit difficult, it's a little bit confusing at times, so you're trying to get a head around this. So what I need to do now is check both tires, how do they feel over the course of a run, how much off is the prime from the alternates, how much is double stopping an option, because you can see the pit road is quite long. So that's all the stuff that usually happens behind closed doors, will still happen behind closed doors, and will be revealed during the course of the event on Sunday. So then you can see what kind of solution I came up in my head with. But at least you guys are able to see the testing that I do for that in order to get the relevant data. You can also make up your mind from that a little bit as well, and do your own thoughts and guesses what you think could or would work. And let's see, if we're fancy enough, we can do a debrief right after the first event here live on the stream. Not a debrief with a team, but a debrief between you and me of what you guys thought I should have done different or I did good, and the things I think I should have done different or I think I did good. So Cameron, Roger, FSR President, and I think also Race Control.
13.79.
Once again, massive hats off to you guys for pulling off that partnership with the race and getting this car out on track. I think it is a super enjoyable car. Actually had loads of fun in the pre-season test race, doing an alternative strategy compared to anyone else, and enjoy the racing. Really had lots of fun, and looking forward to the Formula SimRacing Indy Car Series happening this autumn. A little too quick here. Shifted too early for fourth.
That lap was a 1:13.90.
So in the meanwhile, checking the peak lap time on the server. Still 11.9. Probably driven with lower fuel load or different tires. or a combination of both. Hey Ross Musculi, hey man, how you doing? You also looking forward to race this series, buddy? Fun fact, Eros Musculi and me have been teammates 6 years back in Formula SimRacing Pro Division back then, for a couple of races. Have there been issues on the stream? Well, Arrows with a new setup they brought out, the situation is improved by a long shot. The rear end is still twitchy, of course, but it's nowhere near as twitchy as before.
That was a 1:14.02.
It used to be. Still got the old paint. I know you Italians got a lot of pride in yourself, and also when talking about Ferrari, it's good to see you jiggle about the entire thing, though. I know that doesn't that doesn't apply for all the Italians, but still, it's good that to see you guys with some humor on that topic. This is, I don't know. Geoffrey Fournier ahead. Push, push, push. So we're surely 6 or 7 tenths back. But there is draft effect, even though it's just very little. for God's sake.
That lap was a 1:14.36.
Going in too quick into a corner I think has never helped anyone. Totally missed the left-hander's apex.
That lap was a 1:13.92.
Too much slider llama. But I have to say, car's absolute fun to drive. Lots of improvement, I have to admit, by using that different type of setup. Yeah. There's a fun fact. One of Alex Siebel's colleagues said in the business, so he came back to work on Monday, and he was like, F1 is always the same, looks different, but winners are always the same. And then that other guy was like, it's just like your FSR races. What the fuck? Anyway, coming back to the point, it's just like your FSR races, looks different every time, but Yone always wins it. Apart from some occasions though, but I found there was pretty much truth in it. So once again guys, we will do some little more testing on a different car configuration now, and then we will leave the server later on and enjoy a little bit iRacing towards the end of the evening maybe. Just not sure yet whether I'm going to do LMP2 or the GTEs, or maybe whether I'm going to do a race at all. Maybe even GT3s. I would be pretty much interested to know whether the Mercedes GT3 is still underpowered, I want to call it, or is still a lot worse than Audi and all the other ones, as it was last season. I think that the Mercedes has been pretty much useless everywhere. So right now we're checking though, as I said, different car configuration. Within the specs you can change though. Wow. This is literally insane.
The lap was a 1:12.29.
I think we can improve that into the 11th. If not for retard out of the final turn. Wasn't a perfect lap, was a pretty decent one still. 1:12.09. That worked pretty nicely though. Only about just 1:11.993. Yeah, a bit overdone. Wow, I have to admit, this different configuration is I don't want to say pretty much OP, but it is damn strong.
The lap was a
That's you gotta say.
1:12.73.
So let's see, box. Oops. Not the right box. to 11th. 11th everywhere. So, I think it is time for me to do some other stuff as well. Just to get in some feeling of what's possible. And then we come towards the end of the stream already. Big massive thank you to all of you hanging out with us. Again, I can only encourage you to join the exclusive onboard on Sunday, when we are live with Formula SimRacing Indy Car Series, the season opener here at the Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit. I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed. And then of course you are heavily invited to some iRacing with me in roughly 3.5 to 4 hours. I will still look and decide on what I'm going to do, but I hope you guys will be with us on the stream. Ah! If not for the slide.
That was a 1:11.43.
And I do it again, I do it fucking again. Why? Nah. Just about identical, it could have been so much quicker though
11.4
than what I just did. Stupidest mistakes. Actually didn't cost me that much time than I thought it would. So let's see if we can do a lap without mistakes.
That was a
Brilliant.
11.92.
No, we can't. Yeah. So we tried again. Last couple of laps. Before taking another chill. That's what you do when you miss the turn. Well, you shouldn't miss though. It's gonna get penalized. Not gonna lie. Effectively, if I got it right, we got live stewarding for the races, which is nice. Gonna look forward to that very much. Yeah, if you do it right, there's lots of time in that turn. Ah, damn it, already got little flat
That was a
spots.
112.05.
Not noise, Mitchie, not noise. Come on, push, 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 push. Nej, så dum. Probably.
The lap was a
F.
111.65.
Massive F. How hard can it be? Well, we spoke about the fact that this is a challenging car. I think here you got pretty much the proof of that.
That was a 1:12.9.
Yeah, Geoffrey pointed out in chat. Nice job to Ellen. Putting out a car here that is still challenging to drive, but actually fun and predictable. That is a nice job indeed. So going out for it again, and then hopefully being somewhat able to just do it. For the last couple of laps, I'll send you guys into the big view over the full rig, so you can see what's going on here on the steering wheel. I hope it still comes somewhat through that this is a very challenging but fun car to drive. Such a nice feeling if you just get it right. Yeah, Ellen, just getting the hang of it right now. Ellen, have to admit you did a proper super job here. Wow, I missed. I sort of bottomed out on this strip. This is amazing. Just lost the 2.5 tenths I just had in there.
11.38.
Yeah, I can imagine, Alan. And I appreciate your work for it. Can only imagine how difficult and hard it is. Ah, now I'm missing a 10th here. And I'm not going to get that back. I just want to have one lap that is just about good. 4/10. coming into the penultimate turn. Yeah, we're missing just 2.5 tenths right up here. Again, I'm not really sure if I can ever get them,
11.63.
as it is still very challenging to put these laps together. And shredding the tires doesn't help, you know. And that is a bit of a sad one, because that could got me quite... You know, I just want to... right now I'm just running for personal satisfaction and happiness. Because I do believe I can do... yeah, I'd even say a height 1 minute 10 in that configuration. So there's surely some margin. On the other hand, of course, we do know that the track evolves slowly but surely. It's good fun though. I admire the car and once again appreciate the work of Ellen here. It is quite hard to build a setup that suits everyone, and it's quite hard to build a setup that gets the right balance. But I think Ellen has just achieved this in the second attempt with the feedback of the first. And I think that is a very healthy basis for this first race. I think you can push the car quite hard, you can cruise it quite hard, and somewhere in between you need to be in order to be quick. And finding the personal limit and the personal level of push for everyone individually, it's going to be a task of the drivers. And it's going to be interesting to see how people approach it. We will see that on Sunday, 18:15 CET, when we will be live for race 1. Not sure if I just should stick in 4th there. That's what I mean, effectively.
The lap was
It's not the most perfect lap, but 1:11.05. Yeah, keeping it in 4th is a little beneficial. Not very much though. There's so much to do with that corner we just missed. But yeah, it's a fun thing. I'm gonna look forward to Sunday. It's gonna be heavy competition in FSR Indy Car Pro. But I'm looking forward to all that, and I hope you guys do so too. Make sure to join us Sunday 18:15 when we will be live with that series. And yeah, that's actually gonna do it for the minute. That's gonna do it for the second. We are just about to hit on pace target, and yeah, we've done well. I'm pretty happy with where I am right now, and now we're going to be bear with me. We're gonna be looking forward to this race. As I said, there will be most likely some iRacing going on towards the end of the evening. I'm gonna check that out and see if I can be motivated or tempted enough to drive something. Still torn between an LMP2 or a GT3. If someone has an idea whether the GT3 Mercedes is back on power or still like the worst GT3 available, please have me a heads up and note me that. I would be appreciated. Other than that, I have to say big massive thank you to all of you watching, and hope that you guys will be back for more streams. If you do appreciate the content that we do, please, if you haven't done already, subscribe and share the channel. Subscribe to YouTube, follow up on Twitch, make this community grow, and make us help to hit our goals, as we're still fighting for the 3,200 subscribers there on the YouTube channel. We're still missing 3. Have been in this area for quite some weeks now, trying to get over that borderline. So if you guys want to root for us, if you guys want to help us out, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow up on Twitch, make this community grow. And other than that, I hope you have enjoyed this one, guys. This is the Simpit. I'm Michi Hoya, and I'll see you guys out on the track.